Hey everybody, Tabitha here from Tabitha Explores, and it's time for yet another RV adventure together, and I am so excited to show you today's video. I kind of stumbled upon this absolutely incredible, sorry, mosquito, museum in Wetaskiwin, Alberta. Now it was probably at least an hour away from where I was staying in Penhold, and I really stumbled upon it because I really just wasn't sure where I was going that day. Knew I wanted to go north and explore a bit. Thought maybe I'd get up to Edmonton or I'd go east and check out some lakes. But really, I ended up just kind of picking a spot on a map that had a museum. I didn't look into what the museum was. I didn't even know if I'd go in. It was a $15 charge to go into the museum. But when I got there, I kind of saw the value in going inside. I went to the Reynolds Alberta Museum, and this museum is absolutely phenomenal. If you like cars, old farm equipment, old airplanes, just the history of all those things, even just a little bit. If you like it just a little bit because your dad was into it, or an uncle, or somebody you know, and so you kind of get it a little bit, like me. I've never really been a big car person, but my dad is a super truck person. My uncle is as well. And so I have that kind of like just a whisper of love and appreciation for these old vehicles. And this museum is absolutely incredible. It really is. It was basically started from a collection from a man named Stan Reynolds. There's actually a really good documentary on the Reynolds Museum YouTube channel that talks about him and his collection, how he gathered them, and that sort of thing. So this is my kind of shock and awe going into this museum and seeing it for the first time. It was really magical. I really didn't think I would spend much time in the museum. I thought, oh, maybe I'll spend an hour there and then carry on and go look for some other things to do. And I didn't leave there for 4.5 hours. There was so much to see and do in this museum. The museum itself has incredible exhibits. You can go out to the Aviation museum, which is on the property, and then you included in your $15, you can take a classic car ride out to the coal exhibit, the coal mining exhibit at the museum, which is just like a bunch of coal mining equipment out in a field, and you take a classic car ride out. They have a couple of add-ons. You can do like an old car, I don't even know what it was. It was not a classic car so much. It was quite a bit older, I think. Ride over to the Aviation Museum that cost a little bit more. And then there's a tour that you can do that is only in July and August every year. One tour a year. They max out at 12 people, and it's the warehouse collection tour. And it was $25 extra to do it. And I looked at that tour and I was like, no, I don't want to spend $25 to do that. But when I took the classic car tour out to the coal mining exhibit, the guy driving, the volunteer, there's so many volunteers there that run this museum. The man that was driving that classic car said, it is so worth it. Pay the $25 and do the tour. So as soon as I was back in the museum, went up to the counter, booked that tour, and I tell you, it was worth $50 at least. It was a 75-minute tour. You go through just everything that's back in the warehouse. They've got a 1913 Chevrolet Classic C something. Anyways, I told you I'm not a car person, but it's the oldest known Chevrolet in existence, and it was number 93 off of the factory floor, and they tell you the whole story of that. I've got it in this video for you. If you want to go listen to that story yourself, I absolutely recommend going and doing that if you can, because it's a magical museum. Honestly, it's truly a magical museum. So I really hope you like this video. I know that I couldn't wait to get to editing this video and going back and looking at all of my footage and sharing it with you. So thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and definitely head over to the Reynolds Museum YouTube channel, which I will include in the description. So you can find out more information about it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Museum entrance, Reynolds Museum. Here we are. This is what we came for.
Turn right.
It was one of the things we came for. Oh, I think this is gonna be good.
In 200 meters, turn right.
Yes, I think it's gonna be good. $15.
Turn right.
Do we pay here? Or do we go inside? Please park, then pay admission inside the main building. All right, let's do that. This is gonna be cool. Look at this garage. This must be where they work on all of this equipment. Like, amazing. That's amazing. Alright, we're going to turn around here and look at this dragster that he's got here. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. What a cool museum I found, really. Okay, let's go continue looking in this garage because this is cool. So in this museum, included in the price of your ticket is actually you get to ride in an old car around the area, around the outside area. So I'm going to try and do that a little later. Look at this. Oh, I know some people that would absolutely adore this museum. My dad being one. What a museum. So, from what I'm reading, the guy that all of this stuff came from collected anything and everything. If he found a good deal, he bought it. And it's all things that he has collected over the years for a good deal. Look at this up here. Here's the proof, I guess, that wearing heels is not good for you. Look at this. Okay, so a regular person walking puts 12 psi, so that's pounds per square inch, into the ground. And an 88,000 pound caterpillar with the track puts 13 pounds per square inch pressure on the ground. And a spike heel can put over 1,600 pounds per square inch of pressure on the ground. All right? We are not meant to wear heels, I tell you. Oh, look at these cars. Check this out. 1964 Amphicar 770. Wow. Ford Fairline Crown Victoria Skyliner 1956 in absolutely stellar condition. Look at that. Whew. 1982 Cutlass Cruiser Oldsmobile. Yeah. That is my childhood. Not that car specifically, but that is my childhood. That's what I grew up around. And then a 1983 Mercedes-Benz 3000. Let's see what we got here. 1947 Ford F47. Very unique name. 1947 vehicle named Ford F47. Then we got the 1962 Type 1 Volkswagen Beetle. Then we are going back. 1932 Frontenac 670. And we got a 1931 Oldsmobile F31. Beautiful line of vehicles. What a museum, seriously. Oh, here we go. Here's a Canadian truck. 1935. Maple Leaf Model 1648. Oh, an old fire truck, REO Model F. Look at that. What a cool museum, seriously. There's so much here. A 1922 Chevrolet 490 home-built truck. Look at that. Oh. International commercial car, 1912. 1912, you guys. Look at this. This has got to be a hearse. Look at this old hearse. Oh, how fancy it was to ride around dead, hey? Buick Model D4 hearse. Can you imagine being driven around in that when you're dead? They make you feel special. This museum just goes on and on and on. There's a whole nother section I haven't seen yet. Duesenberg. Phaeton Royale 1929. Look at that. Just in such pristine condition. Ooh. A vehicle from the Jasper Park Lodge way back when. 1930 McLaughlin Buick. Beautiful. Oh, all of these vehicles are so beautiful. Here you go, Dad. 1955 Chevy Nomad. Probably not the right year for my dad. Who knows? Still a beauty. And then we got a Ford Country Squire. Yes. Oh, and that's got to be like a fire truck, maybe? Let me see. Let me go around the corner here. A Land Rover, Series 11A, Model 88. Did you ever wonder what horsepower was? In the 18th century, Scottish inventor James Watt standardized the measurement of power. He found that one good draft horse could pull 165 pounds, 200 feet in 1 minute. This became known as 1 horsepower. Oh my God, any vehicle lover would absolutely love this museum. That's just a small little section. 1910. And then up here, there's a Studebaker chassis and a Forder sedan body frame. Don't make that mistake that it's four-door. It's four-door, F-O-R-D-O-R. And then over here, we got some finished products. A Maxwell Runabout, a Franklin touring car, and down here, a McLaughlin Buick Model 2624 Country Club. That one's seen some use. Check out this tractor. And then over here, we have a 1912 Model T racer. Now we are into full-on Alberta farmland tractoring. Now, the size of machinery in here, pretty big, but you go out on the roads now and they're 10 times as big. It is. I'm definitely gonna try and get some shots of like some of the big equipment they have here in Alberta too, because it's pretty cool. I'm guessing these machines were used for harvesting hay. That would be my guess. I'm not reading all the things. Steel elevator. I'm drawing something up. Oh, this stuff is so cool, man. There's even a Big windmill up there. What do we got over here? Tractor binder. No idea what that means. It's all in your harvesting of grains and hays and stuff like that, I'm sure.
This guy is the newest one. Oh, there's the driver. He's right up there ready to take it for a spin. This was about early 80s. It was used in an underground coal mine. So this is the front end, and they just aim it at the coal seam, and it would tear the coal seam up, load it onto a conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt back out. And of course, being underground, there's the power cord. Hook up, plug in, I think 600 volts.
Time to hit the aviation display at this museum that just keeps going and going and going. So there's a Hawk Air aviation plane over that way. There are some military planes over there, and then this here is actually a test track. And July 12th, which by the time you see this will have passed, there is a huge car show here. And right at the museum, it's one of the biggest car shows. And I imagine you get some pretty cool cars coming here. This museum has absolutely blown my mind. If you can come here, I can't even remember the name of the town. I'll tell you. I'll put it on the screen. I don't even want to butcher it. And you like cars, old things, planes, tractors, farm equipment, even coal mining equipment, you need to come here. It is just phenomenal. I'm not a big car person. I'm not a big, any of these things person. But for me, it's so cool to be here. So if you like these things, then you need to be here. We got a old car showing up, driving some people. This actually costs more to take this tour, so I didn't take that tour, but I've been on all the others. But let's go into the aviation part of the museum.